Hi, I'm Nick Brace, and welcome to Trash Course. In approximately 990 AD, Erik the Red made landfall and established the first permanent European settlement in Greenland as well as the Americas as a whole. After 10 years, Leif, Erik's son, sailed even further to a place he would call Vinland, what we know today as Newfoundland. These 11th century Nords paved the way for those who would follow 500 years later. Today we'll be focusing on the 15th to 17th century European exploration, conquest, settlement, and genocide of the Americas, as well as its consequences on the modern world. Yes, this period of exploration eventually did become a ravenous bloodlust masked by a giddy post-Enlightenment expansionist spirit. And now for today's thought bubble. The man who began this frenzy was Christopher Columbus, a young Italian explorer who, with the power of the Spanish royalty, would attempt to find a more efficient route to the lands of silk and spices. However, Columbus miserably failed by successfully landing in the Caribbean. This began the start of an arms race of sorts, with the ultimate goal of taking full advantage of the New World. The root causes of this expansive exploration can be seen as religion. We're done. You go back home. The root causes of this expansive exploration can be seen as religion, acquisition of raw materials such as gold and silver, and as a way to display power over opposing empires. Common folk would also move to the New World for similar reasons. For example, the Puritans left England to escape religious prosecution.
Alright, well, seems Nick was killed by the thought bubble. Anyways. Corn was one of the main items exchanged in the Columbian Exchange. The Columbian Exchange was a system of trade between the Old World that was comprised of Africa, Asia, and Europe, and the American colonies. This trade allowed for the introduction of many new things from the contrasting areas. Some newly introduced imports to the colonies included horse, sheep, pigs, bananas, yams, wheat, rice, and barley. And oats. On the other hand, the exports from the New World introduced corn, potatoes, tomatoes, pineapples, tobacco, cocoa beans, and turkeys to the Old World. Both corn and potatoes would become vital as they were fairly cheap and simple to grow and provided a plethora of essential nutrients. However, this also led to the spread of deadly diseases. Unfortunately, such aggressive exploration from a couple of conquistadors led to the destruction of two of the greatest ancient civilizations. Francisco Pizarro can be seen as the main reason that the Incas fell after he killed their leader, creating an easy path towards the conquering of the expansive civilization's land. Furthermore, Hernando Cortez gathered many native tribes and all of his foreign diseases to conquer the Aztecs' wealth. Now time for today's secret compartment. Corn. Triangular trade would soon develop as colonization continued. This trade was the exchange of goods between the African coast, the European countries, and the colonies in the Americas. Although this would bring upon the detrimental journey known as the Middle Passage. This was the middle leg of the triangular trade, where it is estimated 20% of the imported African American slaves would eventually perish on their way to the American colonies. When it comes to colonies, the Spanish were quite dominant, especially in the areas of Central America and the southern United States. However, later on the British built a set of powerful colonies in the eastern part of the US called the 13 Colonies. Portuguese colonies were found in Brazil and other South American countries, whereas the French colonies were typically found in Canada. My name is Will Smith and this has been Trash Course.